Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm gonna discuss extensively about master modes, comparing it to the flight model from 1.x, 2.x and HunterNet as well, another game with a similar 1.2 flight model. And you're gonna be quite surprised of what we can learn and that we're basically on the right path, but the decisions made are unfortunately steering us away from a very great flight model. Let's discuss about it. So here we have the first fight as an example, where Taichi plays in a Hornet and I play in a Gladius, and I in this fight try to very hard push him forward, and as you can see I lose aim over pushing and gain nothing because of it, while he gets to play defensive and just aim me down with a lot more damage because of the Hornet, right? The problem here is that I don't have enough Gs to just deflect or change my direction to go past him faster than he can deflect or pull away from me. Okay, so again, me and Taichi pass. I'm in a Hornet now. Same thing, I'm gonna push very hard. He's gonna play defensive. This time I try to focus a lot more on aim, but still try to commit to gain position or to push past him, which is, as you can see, almost impossible, right? He focuses on pure aim, and by his statement he was almost all the time on the pip on green, which means it's just an aim trade. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a video from HunterNet where I was fighting a random player that I encountered and we decided to have a 1v1. Okay, we go past each other, beautiful, okay, past each other again, try to shoot him a bit, right? As you can see, I'm trying to like do the S-turns like in Star Citizen while using the Gatling gun to spool up and deal a lot of damage. He gets me a few shots, I try to push him into the side, push him into the side again, and again we get into this Gatling load up, ramp up, and I try to S-turn a lot, right? And I managed to synchronize my S-turns a lot, okay? Keep in mind that this game doesn't have an ESP and I'm using a stick, and this guy is probably with mouse and keyboard, right? You also have a very fast pass out. As you can see, you can pass out very fast, so which is gonna counter the wiggles or the due to the ramp up, which is very intense, but you can still
destroyed
move
lightning
a
cutie
lot.
for 2.
Now you may be calling me crazy about this idea, but I believe we should go back to 2.6.3 kinda flight model, and I'm gonna use here HunterNet as an example, right? Pay attention to this rotation here, right? And look at the enemy. I see him and I afterburner forward, right? What does that mean? Well, in HunterNet and 2.6.3 as well, you had a limited speed from what I understand, right? I know about HunterNet, I don't know about 2.6.3, right? You go in HunterNet, you can go 300 meters per second any direction with normal travel, right? And then in order for you to reach higher speeds, you will have to afterburner, and the limitation is not the game, but it's the ship itself, and the ship can only reach 300 speed while normal flight and boosting, and then you can reach 600 while afterburning, right? In this HunterNet flight model, you can much better change your direction from 300 to 0 to 300, or from 600 to 0 to 600 again in different directions, and you can zoom around the battlefield a lot more freely compared to what we have now in Star Citizen, where we are limited to 250 around, and in order to exceed that you have to boost, which is a very bad idea. I would rather move the boost system to something like it is in HunterNet, where if you boost, you consume your coolers, and at the same time you may risk to not be able to fire as long for your mags to be emptied, So if you boost too much, you lose the ability to fire, but you gain the ability to move a lot more, right? Then if you want to focus on fire, you can boost less and shoot more based on your limited magazine capacity. And why I would do this and have the speeds be around 250, 300 as well, with very high Gs, but a decent amount of ramp up to not cause wiggle, and you should be forced to change your direction and control your Gs in order to not pass out instantly due to direction changes, as shown in the previous example, right, when I passed out. It will be further much more interesting. And then I will take the current boost mechanic where you gain speed and replace it with an afterburner that again will go only forward, so you can only afterburner forward and rotate and turn around, but you cannot strafe at all, like in HunterNet and what you see now, because this will allow us to also be able to fight and move and go around an enemy. Granted, it will be only forward if you needed more speed, right? So remember the Taichi fight. I could have afterburner forward behind him while also keeping that speed, that momentum, right? So you afterburner after him, behind him, and you keep that momentum, and then you do maneuvers from there. Compared to what we have now, where we are limited by the boost and we don't gain any evasiveness even if we are trying to boost around, right? Okay, I have a few more notes that I wanted to discuss about. There are a few things that I like in the current flight model is the weapon ranges. Okay, very beautiful. You shoot very far away. You have very high speed bullets. That's great. All the ships need to have maybe way better jerk, but the difference in the ships should be only by 5 to 10%, depending on the class and what the ship can do, right? In terms of speed and rotation. But I will keep all the ships a very snappy jerk profile, because right now the one thing that I dislike a lot, it's the uncontrollable jerk profile. It's due to the boost, and if you boost currently, you are losing your roll control, which is a big problem, right? You are forced currently to aim and sit still and move as less as possible to concentrate on dealing the damage needed. And after playing with the Gladius, I realized that why am I even playing with the Gladius when can I just control the enemy to make him push into my shots and make him eat up 2 times more damage while he tries to evade. I had like a few fights today. Someone was like trying to wiggle out for some reason when I was literally standing still almost and literally just holding left click and shooting at him. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you will comment down below with your personal experiences, if you had 1.x, 2.x flight model experience and fights, and tell me about it. I'm quite interested to see what's your opinion. Let the developers know what's the PvP community opinions on this. This is the only way we can ensure that the flight model goes in a good direction, good for everybody, not only the PvP community, but also for the normal player base. Because at least from my eyes, it looks 10 times more fun to play HunterNet or 2.6.3 than playing the current flight model, where I just, as you saw, sit still and don't do anything and just DPS race someone. See you on the next video. Don't forget to drop a sub, comment down below with your opinion, drop a follow on Twitch as well, join the Discord. Have a good one.